Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Valorant Underground. I am not so insane. You can follow me down on Instagram with the name Trenchmere. And today we have day 7 of Valorant Underground round of 16 between Team Little Esports and Team Reflex. I also have another caster with me, but she is not able to cast right now with some technical issues. She is Darshkas, and she will join us shortly in the match. And I'll be mentioning the socials for today. Right, let's wait for a minute. Let me just give you the socials to my. You can also follow Global Esports. The links are all in the description. And for more content, for more underground stuff like this, for more Valorant tournaments by Global Esports, you can all follow them on Twitter, Instagram, all down in the links in the description. And then you can just maybe join some, maybe play, participate in some of these, and be the next sensation team for India, for South Asia. All right, so now we have the agent select. We see Marzel playing on the chamber, and the map pick is Breeze. Lethal Esports have chosen defender side, and Reflex as usual on the attackers. Marzel playing on the chamber, and along with it, we see 117 playing on the chamber too. Lucia playing on the Viper, and we don't have we have Silton playing. We have Somel playing as the
Select your
Viper 2.
agent.
Rafa Lala is also playing the Sova, and we see People Clap as Sova. So it's kind of the balance, the info gaining type we see from Lethal Esports because they're playing double initiator. On the other hand, we also see a double initiator, but it's going to be a really good match actually. But at the same time, I really can't say anything right now once we jump into the match. And we do, in a few seconds, we'll start round 1. And I hope you guys just it's a pretty balanced composition for both of these teams. And let's just see what happens in the match. We might be jumping straight into the match, just waiting for the maps to load in, the players to just load into the maps. Sensei on the Jet, I want to talk about that. Sensei on the Jet, we haven't really seen him that much, but now that we see Sensei on that Jet, I mean, I haven't seen Sensei on the Jet that much. Now we have to see how he performs. He's gonna be that decision maker for me, either Marzel or Sensei. According to the books, we see Viper and Jet set up on A, and and the attackers just still unsure of where they want to go. It's Fade and Chamber on B. Marzel just can't make that difference on the B side. It's Jet and Viper set up on A. So we're just canning the halls for now. And we might be starting the round. They're looking for that A split. The A hit. Eminent. Sensei just setting up his deagle. One for the Sheriff with the second kill. That's a beautiful, beautiful 2 shots. That 2 1-taps. Brilliant. And Somel takes down Rafa. But the spike is still in the hands of Lethal. And they have set up that again. It's the 3rd kill for Sensei. And they win the round. Android taking down Somel. And Lethal starting up big. It's now going to be an eco round for Team Reflex, as we can see. Soma really getting those 2 kills out with the Viper. And the Sensei just phenomenal with that Deagle, just one-tapping them like, reminds me of Scream at times. This round was just, Sensei's round. Oh, he takes a headshot, he might have to back it up. And he gets the kill still. He might be able good for 1, good for 2. Well, let's see. They know someone's close. They did get the kill. They are in. The trade kills are coming in. Android with a prowler that doesn't know and just gets killed. It's a 3v3 still. They have and Mazel on the lurk. Was taken down by Viper. And we Lethal are 3-man down. And he gets the kill. It's a 2v2 and the rotation has come in. And Lethal had no idea that they are planning to hit the B site. Sensei is pretty low, but on Team Reflex we do have both players on full HP, so this can be a round for Team Reflex.
Player standing.
But Lee Sensei gets the kill onto Viper, and this is left on the chamber. Can he clutch this out? Does he have those clutch chains? He gets the first kill, and Sensei knows where he is, but he might be flanking his way through. Chamber, that's a pretty intense battle. Sensei on the pros don't fake defuse, I can say. And they're just playing time and gets the kill. It's a thrifty clutch coming in from Team Reflex. Or was it a thrifty? Was it not? Alright, my bad. It wasn't a thrifty, but a great clutch coming in from that chamber. Sensei actually already has his ult ready. He's 6-1. But Team Reflex getting that round with an amazing clutch from chamber. By the way, guys, you can also see the stream on Loco, so if you want to support Global Esports, you can also see the stream on another streaming platform. And Viper looking on to go for that B, maybe fake a B hit, probably. It's a tech pass for Lethal Esports, so we might have to wait a bit. But as you were saying, Viper was going on for that B hit. And now everyone's waiting. It's a tech pass for Lethal Esports, I repeat again. In the meantime, you can go follow Global Esports on all of the socials I've mentioned on the link in the description. And, well, it's a 1-1 round. Didn't expect Lethal to just lose that, but what a great round from Team Reflex too. Android also doing a lot of good stuff with the Prowlers, getting that info, but it wasn't really enough in the second round. Marcel, he just might have it this time. He just might pop off after this round. But we see there's an eco round coming in from Lethal, but Sensei can actually make the difference this round because he has his ult ready and he can just, tab them heads like a Korean jet. Who knows? I don't know how much we have to wait for the tech pause, but I guess Lethal might be having some serious issues with the tech. We should be back up in 30 seconds. I just got the info, so we might be just starting out with the round 3. And this might go on to be kind of those close matches I see. It's actually Lethal's pick. But Team Reflex have just taken down kind of a thrifty round with us. Everybody is back, and we should be live very soon. We should be live into the game very soon, actually. So, what I was talking about was Sensei just popping off this time, and Sensei could just do it again. Sensei could has his ult ready. He can just ace it. I do have a feeling he can ace it, but the other team, Team Reflex, are just on a full buy. So we're about to start in 5 seconds now. And we are seeing a B hit, or kind of, they're unsure where to go actually, but Sensei is actually, he gets the first kill as expected. Sensei absolutely on fire, he's just running it down. Marzel gets taken down. And Sensei is just gets taken down by the Sky.
Blinded.
Gets the info, there's another Viper waiting to kill, waiting to take down. Sky is just left in between, but he just escapes that. Lethal have a 2v4 to worry about. May as well just, give this round to Reflex. But let's see what happens, because Lethal are really good at pulling those tributes and pulling those ecos. Just gets the first kill. That's a brilliant one from Lucia. We all seen him in the APAC qualifiers what he could do.
Revealing area.
And he just does that again. Rafa, on the other hand, is just coming down, but there's a flank from Chamber.
One enemy remaining.
Might not be but yeah, they have the info of Lucia. This might be even a save run for Lucia.
Blinded.
Has a phantom, but it's not, and Sky takes Lucia down. It's a second round for Team Reflex. Lethal needs to find answers in this round as soon as possible. But what a round. It's a really good round from Lethal too. It's a really good ego. They just had 2 players on the side of Team Reflex in the last round. But now it's a full buy round for both of these teams, and this will be interesting to see. This is what the rounds we wait for, these are the rounds we wait for. And we're seeing an A hit, kind of an A split actually. They're not really sure where to go, they just take that info and Sensei with the op, but he gets taken down by the Jet. And it's Lucia waiting for that recon. And Andra is pushed up mid, he takes down one, he takes the Prowler out, gets the info of Sova, might back it off, and gets another kill. He does. It's 4v3, Lucia with the operator, and he gets another. Team Reflex just don't know what to do now. They know Lucia is there, and he has been a nightmare this round for them. Gets scanned up to the recon, but he cannot get the kill, and he can try again. Gets the kill this time. He knows the chamber's there. Oh, does he? He knows now the chamber's there, and this is gonna be a round for Lethal. Marzel on the other hand, on the other side, looking off, and he just gets the kill. Rafa with a beautiful one tap of Guardian. We have the second round for Lethal, and we see Reflex don't have those buys left, but Lethal do. Sensei on the operator once again. And we see kind of the eco coming in from Team Reflex. Oh well, it's not really eco. Chamber has his ult ready, Jet has her ult ready, Viper, and we see Viper on the Phantom, and we're looking for the mid hit. We're looking for that mid aggression coming. And Sensei knows. Sensei gets the first kill, Rafa gets a second, Sensei with a third, and it's all around over for Reflex. It's a round of Reflex, but can the Jet get the kill? Gets the fold. What a beautiful shot. What a beautiful quickscope, actually, I would say. And his Chamber just scanning on halls. And I think they have kind of the info that Chamber is posted up here. Let's see. Scanning out halls. So, they have him all covered up. They have him all covered up from every side, and he just is stuck. He's just stuck, and he just scans them. They know where he is. Gets him through the doors. Through the hall doors. And it's the third round for Lethal. They come back from 1-2 down to 3-2 up. Well, what are we seeing now? Very good round from Lethal, actually, I would say. But now, we have Skies already. They can get all the info they want. And we're seeing again, kind of a B hit. Or like maybe a B fake and then just go back to A once this Chamber and Sova have the info ready. That no one's on A. But Lethal are pretty solid with that. Sensei has the operator, I guess, and he can just... Yeah, he has the operator and he can just, hold this side all by himself. So maybe they don't even need that much on A. They can just get those picks and, And Marzel has been blinded off by the Sky. They know he's close, and they know the operator's on A. They won't really peek that again. And does the Sky know? Marzel pushing high, he does know, and he gets the kill. Marzel. I don't know why he needs to push that, but I think he needed to get that info.
I've got your
Lethal
trail.
are still on the man advantage elsewhere. It's a 4v3 still. And Android scans one, Android sees one. And they have the info where the Sky is, where the Sova is, and they have set up a crossfire actually. Rafa, Lucia, all on the mid crossfire, and he gets the first. Can he? Cannot. But on the other hand, Lucia gets the pick on Sky. Rafa just stopping them. Lucia with another. Can he get his third? Gets the third kill for Lucia, and another round for Lethal. It's a 4-2. Talking about the scorecard now, Sensei just popping off 10-3. And it's just a sixth round actually. It's just a sixth round and he's just popping off like, I don't know what to say about him. Just phenomenal. Lucia, on the other hand, with a beautiful round, gets himself from 4-2 to 7-2 on the scorecard. Andrew also doing pretty good with all those infos. Rafa, just his drones were amazing, as I've seen till now. But they're looking for that A hit. Chamber looking with that deal of his own. And they have gained the side control, but Lucia is there to deny them. They have the side control, and Rafa getting the first pick. Lucia getting the second. They have the spike. Lucia with the third. Or the second, I guess. And it's all around. It was kind of an eco, I guess. It was an eco for Team Reflex. And they might have to might have to just perform in the next round if they have to just give Lethal a run for their
enemy remaining.
money. You see it posted up. I think he knows. He knows the Vipers, and he gets the kill. 3k again for Lucia. He's popping off. I mean, I might have said Sensei, but it's Lucia on the other side, This two just set up on the A side. It's just brilliant to see. I don't know what to say, but Marzel, I expected Marzel to do this, but I think Marzel's gonna pop off still. He's a really great player, and he might pop off in the later rounds for sure. He's a really good offense player, as you can see. But as on the side of Team Reflex,
teleport's ready.
We have a B hit coming. Or like just more like a B info, and Chamber gets the kill onto Breeze, and I wanted them to actually use the AWP. This is a map for the AWPs. This is actually a map for the AWPs. It's so wide, you can just, even up on the... And Android gets the kill on the jet. Beautiful shot, beautiful crosshair placement. Just knew. You feel like he just knew, like, just that game sense coming in again. And Sky, Rafa knows Sky is mid. And they're planning to go on A, but Lucia is posted. He's gonna do the trigger discipline. Scan 2, gets the 2, he gets the third, and Lucia again with the 3k. Oh my word. Didn't check that and has paid them off. And Mazel with a kill, with a beautiful shot. Lucia, wow. That's just wow. The way Lucia played that, so calm. I thought he might just shoot the chamber, but then there comes the Radiant game sense. There comes that immortal game sense. I mean, if I was in that position, I would definitely shoot that, but... Lethal, beautiful again. Sensei with that operator again, and Lucia posted up with him. I don't think there's even a chance for them to just enter the side with Lucia and Sensei popping off like this. Jet with a wide jump peek. Gets scanned by the recon. Scan, Sensei scans where Jet is. And might peek him. Sensei gets down by Viper with a beautiful wall. That was actually a really good wall. The way Viper peeked out of Lucia on the ult. Sees one, gets the first. 4v4 again. Gets the second. Gets the third. And it's a fourth, bro. It's a fourth kill. For Alpha. Wow. Just wiped them all out in just a matter of seconds. And now I think they should have maybe rotated or waited a bit for the defenders to go out and look out on the B side. But as we see, 7-2, Lucia just popping off on Breeze. And well, this is their map. This is Lethal Esports pick, and they are just proving it that why did they pick Breeze? Because, you know, I'm not really a fan of Breeze. But seems like Lethal is, and
you want to
they're
play?
just playing
Let's
very
play.
well. An Android scanning down that window, maybe scan Sova up there, and they know it's a B hit. Maybe scans a 2 of Viper and Sova. Sensei posted up mid, and just waiting for those rotational, and then killing them off. So, Chamber down Sensei, but Mazel with a kill of his own. Knows the Jet's there. I've been the smoke. Lucia, Android gets them, sorry. Lucia on the other hand, downs. And Chamber with the great shot onto Rafa. Gets the kill of his own again. Sees Android. Cannot get the first initial pick.
30
Android.
seconds left.
Android will just back it off. They know they have the time. And we see Viper being a bit on towards mid, but doesn't know what to do. And Chamber, Marzel actually posted to just pick that off. And they don't have time. They don't have the time left. Picks off. And another pick for Android. Android with the 3k. Everyone's popping off. I told you Marzel will do really good, and he is. He's getting those picks again in these later rounds. But Lucia, I wanted to talk about Lucia. Wow, just wow. Sensei and Lucia on the A side. It's just difficult to hit for Reflex. Maybe it's time to rethink for them on what they want to do. Team Reflex was really good on the first 2 rounds, but as we move ahead of these rounds, they just seem a bit unsure of where they want to hit. But this time we're seeing a B hit. Sensei might not have to use that up this time.
Bring them down.
Android with the Prowler might scan 1. Doesn't. Don't have the info. They are hitting B. And they're coming straight on through mid. The recon coming on. Might scan 1. Chamber there. But there's a crossfire. 1, 2 for Lucia. This can't be. Lucia, what are you doing? Sit on. And Marzel's pick. Oh! Wow. That is not what we see every day. Is Android there to back up though? You still have that man advantage. Still have it. And Viper's pretty low, so I might just be able to get a shot of him. Can he get the second? He does get the second. Beautiful one tap. And Chamber might be just saving that up. But does he know that they are pushing him on through B main? He
30
doesn't
seconds
know, and
left.
it's so what to get the kill. Oh, he just TP his back straight in time, but Sensei with the op gets the pick, and it's a 9-2. Maybe if they can
Last
win this
round before the
round, it
switch.
might activate the curse. Who knows? But as we see, 9-2, Lethal looking pretty confident in their strats. Or on their map pick, if I would say. And it's three guys on A, it's 3 players on A. Android, Sensei, Lucia, posted up straight onto A. And they are looking for that holds hit. This might backfire, and Android already know where they are. They know, he knows at least 2 players. He knows at least 2 players on mid, but do they know the Viper is pushing through holds? Do they know that? Well, they might, but
I've got your trail.
not really what they would expect this round. Mazel gets picked off by Sowa with a beautiful bulldog. Sensei takes on Chamber on the other side. And Android with his ult ready. Viper again, I told them they might not know and they don't. And they're looking on to hit that B side, but
Spike
Android
down mid.
has down a
One
spike
enemy
carrier
remaining.
and it's Android with the 3k. Beautiful round. It's a 10-2, but they have
Switching
avoided
sides.
the curse. They have avoided the 9-3 curse, as we all say, as we all fear. And we are going for the side reset, the round reset. Do we call it the round reset? Maybe the side reset. All right. 10-2, and we see the pistol rounds coming on again. Lucia, 18-3. I mean, KD of 6. You are challenging Kappa on LAN. You're literally challenging Kappa on LAN, Lucia. Mind you. Android also 13-2. Sensei also 13-6. This team is actually pretty popping off with all these. Lucia taking advantage of that control of meta, but Mazel gets taken down by Jet. Maybe it's just a bad day for Mazel. We haven't seen him pop off, but I told you guys to see him. But Android on the other hand gets a side control, gets Rafa gets the pick, and they are wrapping them down. The defenders, a pretty good positioning from the defenders. It's a 4v2. They might get this round off. Lucia on big
Last player
but
standing.
can Android get the kill? He gets the first, gets a second. No, he cannot, and Team Reflex will get this round running. 10-3, and with a pretty comfortable round. It's a good round from actually the defenders. They needed this round actually. If they would have lost, it would have been easily maybe a 12-2, and then it was all a map over for Team Reflex. But now they do have this one round to the pistols. They might even just think about, coming right up.
Here.
Lethal again looking for that A hit. Just running it down with the pistols and seeing what happens. Maybe just pray and go kind of strat we're seeing from Lethal. But Chamber scans out. Fade gets scanned off, he gets marked, they know where he is. Android is low, Chamber gets initial shot onto Android. We see an Android just looking to pick this Chamber off so they can get at least pick, and Chamber gets headshotted. He's pretty low. Lucia and Sky with a beautiful holds opening. It's flawless for Team Reflex. Pretty solid round. Pretty solid round from the Chamber to hold them off this much, and then the Sky to act upon it. It's just brilliant. But now as we speak, it's a buy round coming in from Lethal and a bonus from Reflex. And if Reflex can get it, then they might just be doing a comeback against Lethal. But as we see, again a hit for Lethal. Nothing, no one on the B side It just looks like a straight A hit because they know they're on a bonus. And Lethal are just gonna run it down onto the A site. Rafa with the drone. Jet posted up mid. Scans through the drone. Might have to back off. Might have to give all the sides. Soa gets scanned as well. And Sensei might have to pick Soba off. He picks Soba off. Marzel also. Marzel another. And this just looks like a run for Lethal. Pushing low. Another one for Sensei. This is a round over Reflex.
One enemy remaining.
This is a round over Reflex, and it is over 11-4. Now we might see, we will be seeing a full buy round for both of these teams. Lucia, just doing his things. Controller meta, maybe. He's just taking advantage of that controller meta. And also Android taking advantage of that fade meta that we are seeing. But Chamber on the other hand taking it down for Team Reflex. And he gets what a beautiful kill from Sensei. And they have lost a player, 4v5. They need to trade a player up. Sensei might get scanned. Team Reflex just need to do something about it. They're all posted on to A. They don't know that Marzel's lurking, that Marzel's gets the pick. And it's a 5v3. He also knows that B side is all free, but they're still planning to hit on the A side. Sensei gets the kill.
One enemy
Gets
remaining.
2, but that's not enough. Because Lethal had the numbers. No matter what Viper gets 2, Lethal still goes with those
Match point.
picks. It's Lucia, 18-6. Sensei already doing the damage this round. Android with the kill in the later half of the round. It's Team Reflex. They need to do something. It's a 12-4. They don't have another round left to lose. They might have to win it all if they want to keep being this game, being this match. Being this map.
Get out of my way.
And it's a hit again coming in. And Marzel with the initial pick. Might get scanned though. And Sensei with another onto Viper. This looks like a map over. Game over for Team Reflex. My denied and like they were dancing too. Oh, it's Rafa's ults that the defenders. And Marzel another. Lucia might just be able to do it. But it's a 4v1. It's all the round over. And Rafa going for the cheeky Soba dot. It's all over for Team Reflex. Beautiful play from Lethal. But I thought it just looked in the start of these rounds. Just looked like 2-2 rounds. It just looked like, Lethal might have a run for their money by Reflex. But Reflex couldn't really do it. That's a really good try from all of the Reflex players out there. Lucia just stopped fragging all his way out, 19-7. Couldn't maintain that Kappa on LAN KDA, but still, that is pretty impressive from Lucia. Sensei, on the other hand, again, what a beautiful operator show we have seen from both Lucia and Sensei. Android, perfect fade prowlers, perfect info gathered. He knew where they're gonna hit. He just read them like a book. Marzel, again, I told you, he was not really playing that well in the initial rounds, but after that, Marzel also popped it off. Marzel also just, get those first blood initial picks, and, he was too good. Raf, on the other hand, did a really good job in coordinating with the team. So it's all Lethal acting upon Team Reflex. But on the other hand, I have to... We'll be right back in 7 minutes for the next agent select. The map that has been chosen is by Team Reflex, and they have chosen Fracture. They will be defending. So there's early info for you guys too. And also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Valorant Global Esports. And also, don't forget to follow Global on Twitter, Instagram, and thank you guys for tuning on the first map. I will see you in a bit while.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with it who lying for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust you. I talked to a shorty, she bagging the bugging. And I'ma need all of my dollars on corporate, so hand me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why are you all on my phone like you want me? Like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side. I don't know if you thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and dot on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time. All the pictures, dimensions, I don't with your digits. I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it.
Welcome back, join. I hope you all have joined again. As I said, in 7 minutes, we will be live again with the Agent Select. And here we are. Unfortunately, Darshita might not be able to join us for the second map, or she might come in between. But, anyways, we are here on the second map again, which is Fracture. And the Agent Select is going to come up pretty soon. So you can always follow Global Esports again on Twitter and IG. They have a lot of new updates coming on for Valorant Underground. And if you want to cast, you can also join their Discord to ask for, casting the next game. Who knows? So now what we saw was Lethal. We are heading to Agent Select, but what I was saying was Lethal were absolutely lethal on the first map. Breeze 13-4 statement made from Lethal. And now we have his Team Reflex's pick, Fracture. Well, I didn't like this map at first, but as soon as the new meta came in, the new updates came in, I got used to this, and it is one of the maps that I would recommend a team to play. All right, so now, all right, so now seeing on these agent picks, Marzil is coming on Breach, Rafa on the KO again, initiator pick, Lucia on the Brimstone, and
Choose
Sensei on the
your
Chamber.
agent.
On the other hand, Reflex have kind of the same picks, just People Clap is on a Sentinel Killjoy. And 117 is Chamber again. I guess he was Chamber on the last map too. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can be wrong because, I was just mostly focusing on Lethal a lot because, Lucy and Sensei were just phenomenal. Alright, so it's 117 on the Chamber. Venom, on the other hand, we see him on the Breach. Gull Whitey again on the Jet. People Clap, changing his agent from Sova to KJ, and Reflex. I think they... There was a slight technical issue by my side. Alright, so it's Marshall again on the Breach. And Rafa on the KO. We have talked about this earlier, I guess I don't need to say it again. And if you have joined the stream right now, I might tell you Lethal Esports and Reflex have already faced on Breeze, and Lethal did win that with a statement made. And now we see the second map in the best of 3 series. Team Reflex has chosen Fracture, and they're playing defense.
Yep.
All right, we have Darshita with us. Everybody say hello to her.
I guess the agent selection was so of a surprise, so I really thought of giving you a surprise as well and the audience. So this is gonna be me, Darshita, casting alongside you, and for this match, I guess I really missed the first match, and I really didn't want it to miss. It was kind of amazing to have such a match. But right now, talking about Fracture, that's going to be Reflex versus Lethal Esports. I guess we talked a lot about the same, that it's going to be a best of 3 series, and the first best of 3 is already where Lethal got a victory on. So right now, Team Reflex, they need a victory, or it's going to be a 2-0 scoreline, and
It's
Lethal
all over
get
for
the
them,
entire
Mills.
series. Yeah, exactly. It's completely all over for them, and that's going to be a 2-0. So right now, it's all up to Team Reflex. But with the first round, that's going to be a pistol round. We can see the complete aggression going
A hit
inside.
from Lethal Esports, and they just forced out. It's just Viper inside, might be able to get a pick off, who knows, but it's a crossfire actually set up by 117 and Sawmill. And they have kind of low that aggression. Maybe that is Chambers scanning all of that B side. Boom splash, can he get the kill? He cannot get the kill. Android and Rafa with another pick. Cannot get the pick. It's a 4v4 still. It's a 4v3. 4v3 by Android getting a pick onto Viper. It's an easy plan for them now. Android pushed them straight on to defense spawn. They don't know. They're just skipping that off. What do you say?
That's a shot. That's a headhunter shot. We can see from the side of Sensei, but that's going to be an instant trade. And Sensei gets down as well. That's going to be a 2v2 retake where Team Reflex needs to make sure that this retake works in their favor. That's going to be one more player spot, a lot of damage, but that's going to be a 1v2 again.
1v1.
Android takes down Jet. That's going to be a 1v1, a clutchable movement, but will he be able to clutch it? Android
There's
so
the clutch.
That's the shot. That's the shot from Android.
Wow.
And that's done. The very first round for the sides of Lethal, once again starting it off on a really good note.
Wow, that was just, I don't know. That should have been a Reflex round with Android. Wow, Neon. Neon is coming into the meta, everyone. You might need to pick her more in the higher ranks. I mean, it was told Neon is not for those high ranks, but now as we see, wow, Android doing the damage. And Lethal being Lethal once again. It's like the line for me. It's like the signature line for Lethal. Breach coming on. Android gets the first pick. It's an eco, I guess, for Team Reflex. For Team Reflex. And they're posted on the A side. This might backfire.
Oh,
Gets a spam and
Android.
Android with a second.
That's gonna be a more like lethal round, I would say, because they already have the manpower standing advantage. Whereas when you talk about Reflex, they need to take this retake. 3 versus 5 retake is what we are talking about right now. Android finds one, but that's with Sensei taking KJ down. Android again with his aggression takes a 3K, and that's 1 more for the sides of lethal. Right now, Team Reflex, after losing, the first map, I guess they've lost a bit of confidence. But again, this is a new round, this is a new start. So right from the start itself, you need to build that confidence to make sure that each and every round here matters the most. Lethal have a beautiful start right now, getting 2 rounds back to back for themselves. But again, the question is, at this full buy round, will Team Reflex be able to take this round for themselves? Because right now the buy is looking really good for the both sides. Not so good, but again, when you talk about Vandals and Phantoms, it can be really better. Starting off with an operator, it's I doubt there's anyone going to the site A where the operator is already there, but coming back to site B once again, there's gonna be a start in aggression stun as well. The location is being compromised by
Reflex have not
Overdrive.
guessed this right. Reflex have not guessed this right. They were 3 on the A side. And I think they shouldn't have been posted down. But Sensei, again, reading that
Enemy
alert.
remaining.
Oh, he gets to the spam. That was the back movements. I mean, I can only say one thing. That reminds me of Lucia from Fnatic in CS. That's the same back
Oh.
movement thing it is.
Yeah, okay. Probably talking about the scoreline right now, it's 0-3. Things are going really hard for the sides of Team Reflex right now because they need further rounds for themselves. They really do need rounds right now, or else Lethal, once they get in that momentum, once they get in that confidence, it's really difficult to stop the sides of Lethal from getting back-to-back rounds. But right now on the attacking, Lethal is looking really good. Coming back to the 4th round, right now, that's gonna be a shot. He takes down 1. Oh my god, a beautiful shot
kill.
there.
He's a
Oh my
shorty doing the
God.
shorty things.
Exactly,
Sensei
exactly.
Sensei and they just cross paths. And he sees 117. Let's see how this
Oh.
goes. Oh,
That's
Aaron
a
Battle?
shot. Margin. That's
Lethal
gonna
still with the
be-
man advantage.
Yeah, exactly. There's a man advantage on Lethal. The spike has been initiated, and that's gonna be a
Oh.
retake.
Spike
Oh,
planted.
that's a 2v2 retake.
Wow.
Killjoy takes down Sensei out there, but again, right
Isolates
now,
that one fight.
1 enemy remaining.
Alright. Nice try, Reflex.
Yeah. Zero 4. The scoreline right now. It's difficult. It's really difficult for the sides of Team Reflex, but it's really important for them to have a comeback here. If it doesn't work, it's gonna be 0-5, and it goes on increasing. But right now, Jet with that operator can get one, gets that. That's a shot.
Spike down
Marshall goes down. But that's gonna be 3 players down. Lethal right now is just falling apart, but Sensei takes down 1, and that's gonna be the Jet out and done from the sides of Reflex. But again, Reflex have an opportunity to capture this entire round because look at manpower standing advantage that Reflex has, and that's gonna be moreover like the spike has not been initiated yet. It's gonna be
enemy
a try to
remaining.
get the side control, but
Spike
no,
down, B.
Danger take down 1, and that's gonna be the side.
Oh.
Oh my
Wow.
god, before I could say anything else, that's gonna be 1 the sides of Reflex, and the scoreline goes on with 1-4. Lethal looking
Team
good.
Reflexes. Alright, you can continue if you want, whatever you say.
Lethal is looking good right now. I mean, the way they have been, performing, they are looking really good. But what do you have to say about the sides of Team Reflex?
Well, Reflex just played the rounds real well the previous time, but on the other hand, Lethal might have a real good response to this. They're not gonna shut back up. They're not gonna shut up with this. They're just gonna, run them down again. You see, Android just with that aggression on. They always go for these, B splits, kind of the A splits. Now you see they're rotating on the spike because they know there's a Viper split setup in A, so they don't need to like really go into that. And Lucia just setting up, but on the other hand, Android gets the pick. Breach with the first pick, can he get the second? Flash is one. He gets the second, can he get them? He cannot.
Mazel.
Alright. Team Reflex. 3v4, that could have been the
Spike
kill. That could have
planted.
been like, you know, a 3v3 trade kill. But Jet coming on. 117 also on the other hand coming on. But does he know Lucia's there?
Oh.
Flashes in, Brim peaks. Jet on the other hand with the AWP. I don't think that's a necessarily good retake with the AWP. And now it's a 2v1. I don't think it is because they know where they are. They know that they hear the sound cues.
Last player standing.
It's round over.
Yeah.
Round over. You just need to save, I guess.
Exactly.
But a good round start. Like a good start of the round for Reflex, but they couldn't keep up with that. And I think they need to seriously work on that if they want to stay in this round of 16. If they want to go ahead, if they want to force Lethal onto a map 3, which is gonna be bind if that ever happens. But on the RMVC, now the 6th round coming in. What are your thoughts about that?
6th round. Reflex, they are losing round back to back. And right now, you know, right, it's not just about losing round, it's about losing the map and the best of the 3 series in time. Talking about the 6th round itself, there's going to be a bit of aggression from the sides of 117. But again, he knows on that Blades, we can see the Jet trying to take the Chamber down, but no. That's not gonna work. Again, 5v5 is a situation we have. Chamber on the Lethal is really low right now. But again, there's no healer, and that's something he needs to be careful about. But that's gonna be a side control being taken beautifully from the sides of Lethal Esports. They got the side control. The fight can be initiated, and it probably can be a 5 versus 5
Spike planted.
retake, and that's gonna be 5 versus 5 retake. But there's a lot of abilities or utilities, I would say, that are gonna get invested here. But with that, will Team Reflex be able to take this, you know, for themselves? Will they be able to do this retake for themselves? Is going to be the biggest question we have right now. Mazel trying to locate them, trying to use those flash, use those aftershock, use everything that they can. KJ with that lockdown, but there's no player being detained out there. There's going to be Lucia taking Jet down. Android take 117. Lucia goes down, but that's done. Reflex not being able to take the retake, and that's going to be Lethal getting their 6th round on board.
It's just wow. Again from Lethal.
Yeah.
It was a 5v5. I thought Reflex might just take it. They were playing it kind of cool, kind of relaxed. But again, Lethal being Lethal again. And we see Android with the Kappa on land performance this time. Well, now there's kind of again that they're using the same thing over and over. Lethal and Reflex don't have an answer for that. They're using the same kind of A split, B split, and now they don't have the answer.
I can't use that.
But 117 has been scanned off, like a toast off. But he gets the kill. He gets the kill. Wow. How did he get even a first pick from that? But Jet gets taken on by Rafa. And now it's 3v4 again for Team Reflex. But regardless,
Spike
kind of a good
planted.
eco going on. See, I might be able to catch off Killjoy. He does.
Surprise.
You want to play? Let's play.
That's ults coming in from Sensei. They know where they are.
One
Might get
enemy
posed
remaining.
off, but he doesn't. There's a
Ow.
crossfire. Everywhere is a crossfire for Lethal. They're just setting these crossfires up real good. Like, you know, you don't have really a chance if you don't fight for the site at first. Over to you.
3 more rounds and Lethal will hit the double digit. Team Reflex, they need to do something. They need to stop this confidence that you know, everybody out here can see from the sides of Team Lethal Esports. If they don't, that's gonna be done and dusted. It's a do or die situation that we are talking about right now. But talking about this 9th round that we have on board, right now everything is at a complete peace. There's a kind of aggression, but it's slow, it's steady. It's not a hard push that we always talk about. But there you go, Android being what he can be at the best. There's one player right exactly in his front. The entire site is in the hands of Lethal Esports, and the site control has been lost from the sides of Reflex. That's going to be Android taking the KJ down, and it's going to be a 4 versus 4 retake because Viper takes Marzel offline as well. So a 4v4 retake, but again it's going to be 4v3 because Lucia takes down Jet, Android takes down Breach, Lethal
Last player
again,
standing.
again. Just making things really difficult for the sides of Team Reflex. That's going to be 117 that we have here with that operator. No,
Oh, no.
he couldn't save it. He couldn't take a pick. And that's going to be 8th round for the sides of Team Lethal. 1-8 is the scoreline that we have. 2 more rounds and Lethal is going to hit the double digit.
Well, we say Android or iPhone. Well, I guess Android is better. Alright,
Okay.
Android 15-4. Top on land, KDA maintain, and now 8-1. Team Reflex don't have anything to just, cancel them this round too. It's kind of going for an eco, and Jetman he posted out, and Android with the stun again, might get stunned. Picks up Jet.
Android.
My god, Android, what are you doing? What are you really doing? Sensei, on the other hand, takes a bit of that aggression coming from KJ, I guess. Just not sure what KJ was doing out there. Like, she just didn't knew what's gonna happen. Just picked out of nowhere. But regardless, Lethal have the access of B side. All of them put them straight onto the B side, and they are just on the spawn. Reflex just on the spawn, and
One enemy
might get the
remaining.
first, might get the second. Rafa gets second, and now might be flawless. It is flawless. Wow, Lethal, what are you doing?
It's difficult. Honestly, it's difficult right now, but it's not impossible. You know, right? Impossible itself says I am
Yeah.
possible. So Reflex can make things happen. But the only thing that they have to keep in mind right now is not to lose even one single round. If they lose one single round, then surely it can be done, because having a comeback from 1-9 score or 1-10 is next to impossible. But again, talking about this round, that's going to be Jet over aggressing a bit, and that's going to be Sensei. A shot
Nice
from
shot.
Jet. That's going to be 1. Now this can be a biggest advantage, I would say, that Team Reflex has right now, because they took 1, but the overdrive caused a lot of problem. Margin takes down Viper. That's going to be Android taking 117 down from the overdrive as well. Lucia takes down
One enemy
KJ.
remaining.
That's going to be a trade. Android goes down. Lucia takes down KJ. A 1 versus 3 for Jet. But again, with an operator. I don't know if that's a coincidence or no, but every time you see a last surviving player from the sides of Team Reflex, he is with an operator. And once again, that's the case with Jet as well. Operator shot, it goes. That's Rafa down. But 1 versus 2. It's difficult for Jet to, make things happen and clutch it for the sides of Team Reflex, because it's an operator. You'll try to save it. Yeah, that's going to be
Timing.
the case. Trying his best to save it. Once again, takes a shot, but no, misses it this time. Marzel, he's not going to miss it. He is just not going to miss it. 10th round on board for the sides
Last
of Global
round in
Esports.
the
Team
half.
Reflex finding it really, really difficult to make a comeback from 1-10.
Well, you saw the timing happen, and then the opera goes down. But as we saw, what was that Chamber doing, man? Chamber hard whiff, but it's alright. Happens. It's a game. But still, Team Reflex, they don't have the rounds to back them up. They don't have anything to just say they have. They don't have anything this match. They might have to just get this round like earlier on Breeze, which are 10-2. Kind of the comeback, they intended to come, that they didn't come. But now, Rafa gets taken down to 1-7, but 2
Oh my
kills from
God.
Marlon and Sensei. 2 quick kills coming in. Sensei with a
shot.
third. Wow.
Enemy remaining.
Again, Sensei with a quick scope. It's all over for Team Reflex on this round again. They started out pretty good, but again, just Lethal being lethal again. Marcel, now they know where he is. You just might be able to spam the box. Yeah, that's all over for Reflex.
Last player
Oh, wow,
standing.
no, it's not, but alright, it's over now. 11-1, statement made by Lethal again.
Switching
And
sides.
Reflex need to do something. This time we are not really seeing a lot coming from Reflex.
Agreed. Completely agreed on that note. Right now, that's going to be the sides switched. So, probably the one taking the pistol round here may have an advantage, or I would say Team Reflex, if they take this pistol round for themselves, they have an advantage to at least have 2 rounds for themselves and try to make that comeback, because one more round and that's going to be the map point for the sides of Lethal Esports. And if that happens, that's not just the map points, that's the series points itself. So that is something they need to be really, really careful about. But talking about the entire scenario right now, that's going to be a decider round on what's going to happen. Headhunter in the hands of Sensei is what you can see. A shot, no connection, a lot of damage. But that's all he needs to satisfy himself with. That's going to be a lot of taps on the sides of Jet as well with that headhunter. But again, didn't get any kind of connection or any pick, I would say, at this moment. Android trying to, gain more and more information, trying to look further. But right now, Sensei knows that there's going to be a kind of rotation he needs to check, and he knows from where the players can come. He's just waiting, and that's going to be Rafa taking KJ down, but instant trade comes, and there goes Rafa down as well. Android trying to take at least one with Frenzy right in his hands, but will things work? That's going to be a 4 versus 4. The spike, it's not been initiated, it's not been planted yet. Breach trying to be a bit more further, but that's down.
Spike
Mazel
down A.
takes down 2. Breach and Viper has to go down. The spike is down, and right now Team Lethal, all they need to do is guard the spike. But you know what, Team Lethal, they are playing for the picks. They are not playing here for guarding the spike right now. And Android takes 117 down. That's going to be the last surviving player. Mazel with a 3k. Done. That's done. That's 12th round on board.
Match
and the
point.
match point for the sides of Lethal Esports.
Android just jumped up over. Just jumped up over that
I
Jet
know.
smoke. They just skipped each other off, but the teammates were there to back him up. And it's 12-1. Heartbreaking for the Reflex fans out there. And Lethal are just doing it. Android again. Wow. Last map he was pretty good, and this map he's been just excellent. We see Marzel, I told you, gonna pop off, and he is popping off.
Android!
Android
Oh my
pushed up mid.
God.
He just wants to end it.
Oh my god!
He just wants to end this.
Oh
He's
my
not taking any
God.
of this. He's not taking any of this. He just wants to end this up.
That was
3v3
crazy.
still. It's a 3v3 still, but... And no one's on the B side. They might be able to guess. And I don't know why they're not running to the B side, but they have made the rotation Lethal. The C already posted up with the Bulldog of his own. Sensei scanning with that scope deagle. The ball comes up. Lucia gonna peek that angle. Gets one, gets two, it's all over, gets a third. And it's all over
Defenders
for
win.
Reflex.
Feeling proud.
That's done. 1-13. Team Lethal Esports not just getting this map, but getting the entire best of 3 series. Android on the top with 19 kills. What a round, what a match it was.
Yeah.
I mean, we are completely falling out of words, to talk about what exactly happened in this entire match.
Lethal was just like, I thought Team Reflex would actually do like, they will do the damage this map because it was their map pick. But again, wow, it's just Lethal doing lethal things, and Android with a beautiful, beautiful performance again, 19-7.
Amazing.
Hardwork.exe. Well, what do you say about the whole map fracture?
I guess the only thing that we, observed more was when Lethal had the site control, Team Reflex were not able to do the retake properly. Or when the spike wasn't initiated. There was this thing that the site wasn't under control for the sides of Team Reflex, and there was something probably going wrong with the sides of
Exactly.
Team Reflex, because either on the attackers or either on the defenders you talk, it's just the matter about the site control, right? You have to make sure that the site is under your control, and that's something that was I felt it was missing. I mean, up to you. What do you think about this thought?
Well, I guess they weren't able to get those initial picks. Like when you enter a side, when they know that they cannot retake a side, when they know they cannot hold a side, might as well go for that one pick and just take it down to a 4v4 or something. But they weren't able to get it, and I hope they would have set up Chamber on at A because they were hitting A a lot. They were really playing that A B split real good. They were playing they were always going for that B split if they had info about all the players on the A side. If they didn't have that info, they were just, kind of running it back to B side. They were just waiting it out for Reflex to make a mistake, and they totally pounce on that mistake.
Agreed. Even one more thing that happened back out there was Team Lethal Esports. They were playing for picks. They were completely looking forward on playing to picks. It wasn't mattering to them whether the spike is down or what. They were completely playing for picks, and we could see that clearly. The way Lethal has been playing was completely amazing. But the way Reflex tried their level best, I guess we need to give it to them as well. It was a beautiful performance that we observed from the sides of Reflex as well. The first map I still remember was a beautiful scoreline. Team Reflex, they tried their best, but coming back to second map, it was really getting difficult and difficult and difficult. And talking about Lethal, they were making sure that it gets difficult for the sides of Team Reflex.
Yeah, well, absolutely right. In the first map, I actually thought like they were they were two all up, like they were drawing both. But then, again, Lethal were just too good. I would say, if I'm not wrong, and again they were just they were just playing for those picks, and I think on Breeze actually they were not playing for those picks. They were playing really calm. But as soon as they got that confidence building on from Breeze onto the second map, which is Fracture, they just run it off. They wanted to play for those picks. They wanted to play for those mistakes that Reflex were making. They wanted to play those splits to just get that info and then just get a pick and then just run all the side down because they knew that whenever they get that pick, whenever they get that first pick, there might not be any other player to defend the side, and that's what exactly happened on the side of Reflex. There weren't any more players left except the Viper we see playing on the A side and Cage on the B side. There weren't any more players to back them up, any no trades. So I guess that is what they pounced on, and then that's what costed them the rounds.
It's all about confidence. It's all about momentum that they already have built for themselves. But that's done. That's done, and we know what the results are. But letting an audience know as well that yes, the best of three series that we had for the day is done, but the tournament isn't, because you know what, we are going to be back again tomorrow at the same time. But if you guys want more update on what's happening around, you can surely follow Global Esports on their Instagram handle. That's going to be Global Esports. Moreover, we have their Discord as well, so make sure you guys join their Discord. That's going to be discord.gg/global esports. If you're opening Instagram, make sure to check us casters out as well, because I guess that's my first ever Valorant casting that I've been on desk for the Valorant. I'm really thankful for Global Esports for giving us this opportunity, to try new games, learn new games. So that's gonna be my Instagram handle down there. That's IG Darshita, and we have Trench May. I mean, not so insane, and his Instagram ID is down there, Trench May. So make sure you guys follow. But before going not so insane, do you have anything to say to our audience?
Well, thank you for tuning in, our audience, and I hope you just keep doing that the next day too. And also, thank you to Global Esports again for giving me this opportunity to, cast there. It's just been a really good experience. That was my first time, but I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you all are well. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you all, and I hope you all have a nice day ahead.
See you on the other side, guys. Bye bye.